an emotion, we experience many every day, all day, and that does not correlate to a diagnosis of bipolar disorder. People get that messed up a lot. But we can feel excited, we can feel sad, we can feel a little bit bored, we can feel calm. So we can have a lot of emotions that we experience in one day, and that's really normal for all of us. Mood is how often are those ones showing up and sticking around the most? Does that make sense? So again, coming back to comfortable and uncomfortable, if I'm having lots of comfortable ones, my mood is probably generally quite well. If I'm experiencing the uncomfortable ones, generally speaking, I'm going to have some sort of mood issue popping up. Depression being one of those, and anxiety being a very close second. So now coming back to your question, is that people like to, well, they don't like to, I shouldn't say that. They label themselves sometimes as being depressed. And I really like to separate a person from their mood versus their behavior. So I can behave in a way that someone might say, oh, she looks sad. And that's very different than depression. If I use the analogy of the emotion versus mood, same. So I can have an emotion where I'm feeling sad or I'm having an off day. That doesn't mean that I'm over here and it's with me too much, and so it's now my mood. Does that make sense?
It makes complete sense. So to summarize what I'm understanding, emotions are more what you feel, not necessarily in the moment, but it's more maybe short term.
There you go.
Whereas with mood, it is a result of a repetitive pattern.
Yes, it sticks around longer.
Right.
And
Makes
that's
complete
the
sense.
major distinction between having an off day, having an off week, and even you can have an off month. And that's different. That can be just off and sad and lonely and stuff going on, versus a mood is how long has that stuff stuck around. And that's where, as a psychologist, I really look at symptoms and seeing, are those symptoms present and how long have they been present? And that's really what distinguishes, kind of down and out and having a bad day or week or month versus it's sticking around longer, and that's going to look more like depression.